As a writer who's trying to finish her hopefully debut novel, I have found that I focus on my end goal a lot and kind of forget to enjoy the actual process of writing. So this video is a weekly writing vlog where I share my writing rituals and routines with you, and where I try to get back into a writing habit that works for me and prioritizes daily progress over perfection. But I don't want this video to make you feel like you are not doing enough. As you'll see during this week, I don't write the same amount every day, and on some days I simply don't have energy to do my whole routine. I think it's more about fitting it to your life and the intention you do it with. So I hope that this video serves as some gentle inspiration. Hey friends, welcome back to the Train Cafe. My name is Tamaki, and this is a cozy, safe space for creatives, for writers, for book and movie lovers, and for sensitive souls. So, welcome! Today's video is all about writing habits and writing routines, writing rituals, because I have been struggling to write lately. This week, I really want to get back into it. And I want to take you guys along / hopefully motivate and inspire you if you're on your writing journey. So let's actually talk about my writing routine / ritual and how to romanticize the process. I watched a YouTube video a while back. I will link the video down below. I hope I find it again. I hope I saved it somewhere. She was talking about how she built up a writing ritual or like a writing routine that made her excited to write, little things to kind of romanticize the process, but also some like practical things. A routine that can help you ritualize your writing. And I really, really loved that idea. And I started implementing that into my own writing habits in general, because I felt like that was kind of what was missing for me for a long time. I want to enjoy the process more instead of being like, I need to finish it by then, I need to write this many words. I mean, you can call it a writing routine, a writing ritual, whatever, what makes sense to you. For me, it means put on the same candle, or like a red candle for me, because it kind of fits the vibe of my novel. And I have a mood board for my writing / for the novel. It's a mood board that's kind of like, the moods are kind of like me as a writer, but also the novel mixed into one mood board. And I look at it before I start writing, and then I put on the playlist for my novel. I also make the same tea every time I start writing. It doesn't happen every day. Like some days I'm like, I really want to drink another tea, but I chose a tea where I was like, I feel like this kind of really vibes with my novel. But it's not just about romanticizing the process for me. I've really realized with doing these little things for myself, I am telling myself that writing is a priority, and I'm also affirming to myself that I am a writer because I'm taking it that seriously. I feel like there's a lot of ways to customize this ritual or routine to your writing process, and it's something you can have fun with. That just sets you up for a good writing session. In order to set writing habits that actually stick, it's really important to look at your daily life and be honest with yourself and not overdo it. Because I know, as much as I would like to be like, I'm gonna wake up and write for 3 hours every day, that is not possible in my life right now. It doesn't mean that I can just forget about my novel 100%. It just means that I have to schedule this around my life. So for me, what's realistic is to write every day for about 30 minutes, because my priority is to build a habit. If I have 10 to 20 minutes, that's fine too. In any way, it's really important to check in with yourself and your schedule and see what actually makes sense. Habits and routines are allowed to be flexible, and they're allowed to be re-evaluated depending on the season of life that you're in. You sitting down and taking your time to write is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what you write at the end of the day, but you taking that time for yourself and actively showing to yourself that you're prioritizing your writing is the most important thing, and it's the thing that has gotten me through every writing that I've done in my life. So I've really been neglecting my novel, which I feel like it happens sometimes. It's fine, I'm not beating myself up about it, but I do want to get back into a writing habit, preferably, if I can, a daily writing habit. And this is the first day of me trying to get back into it. I just want to sit down for like half an hour and see how that goes. I'm just procrastinating at this point because I don't want to write, but I need to. I'm gonna sit down 5 minutes, okay? Guys, if you're also struggling, just 5 minutes. You can do it, and I can assure, maybe not 100%, but like, I feel like normally when you do it for 5 minutes, you can also do it for 10 and you'll get into a flow. Okay, let's do it. Come on. I can do it. Writing after reading Elena Ferrante is actually kind of very humbling. Very humbling. First writing session of the week done. I'm feeling good. It did take me a while to get into it, especially because I'm filming at the same time. I really forgot this about having a writing habit, because like I had a really good writing habit going sometime last year when I was finishing my first kind of novel. Even writing for half an hour gives you such a feeling of accomplishment, and it feels like I got such a big chunk done already. Mindset wise, that feels really, really good. Right now, this novel is basically just a brain dump. This draft is already extremely long and I'm still at the start of it, which is kind of scaring me because I'm like, oh my god, like I've never written something this long and extended. Normally I get into the happenings pretty quickly, especially with fantasy stuff. I get into like the magic of it all pretty quickly. But with this, it's like the fantasy of it all, like the actual start of the story has not even happened yet. So I'm a bit like concerned, but I'm also telling myself like, you know what, I have the freedom now to really explore my characters, explore the story, and figure out where I wanted to go in the novel. And I should take that time because like I can always, you know, change things in the second draft. So it's like I can find solutions, but like I should give myself the space and the time to just let it all out, because I feel like maybe that's just this novel. And I feel like every novel or every writing project has a different character in the sense that it has different needs. That is it for my writing for today. Actually, filming the talking part for this video today. Other than that, I just have to brainstorm a few things for my other writing project. I wanted to edit a Substack post, I need to go grocery shopping, so it's kind of like a random Monday kind of vibe, and I'm excited to continue. So see you guys tomorrow. I will now start writing. It's actually like 7:35 now, so we'll see how much writing I can actually get done today. Today I have work for my student job, which is like, you know, my part-time job, so I can afford my student life. It's not like I'm jumping in the air about doing this job because it has nothing to do with writing. It has nothing to do with my studies. Like, it's just like to pay the bills, which I'm also grateful for. But I was just reflecting about like the fact that I am living my dream life, and I think sometimes I really have to take a moment and be really grateful for everything that I have, because as much as we always strive for the next goal and for the next milestone, for me it really helps to ground myself and be like, you know what, but what about right now? And it's like, I get to be creative, I get to write, I can still make my day nice. Like, I can do a little writing session now. I'll go outside during my lunch break. Like, there's so many little things I can do. Anyways, I pulled a Froggo affirmation card for myself today actually, but I thought I'd share it anyways, because it really fit what I was thinking about. Today is filled with infinite potential and possibility. Okay, let's go. I really love the vibes of this mood board. I wrote like 500 words today, which, I don't know, I have no judgment about it. I'm proud of myself that I sat down and wrote, even for a little bit, because today's, you know, with work and everything, it's kind of a busy day, so I'm glad that I was able to make a little bit of time anyways. With this novel, seriously, I feel like I'm just like brain dumping, and I feel like I'm not really progressing in the story, which is concerning me a little bit, to be honest. Because I feel like I'm just progressing really, really slowly. If I'm being honest, I'm feeling like a little bit insecure about my writing right now, but I think the only thing that I can do is just like continue writing and continue showing up every day, and see how I progress. And I think once I get to the point where all the magic stuff actually begins to happen, I might have a better feeling for everything, if that makes sense. Got myself a fizzy drink. I was really happy when I saw this because it's like, it's Fanta from Japan, and it's just exactly as how I remember it. And even though I never buy it in Japan, just seeing something directly from Japan in my local like supermarket just made me happy. So I got this kind of for nostalgia, because like I never drink Fanta grape, but I'm just excited to drink this, honestly. Oy. Yeah. I don't know, this just made me really happy. I don't have anything else to say. I just wanted to like check in, I guess, but I have to get back to work, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't feel like writing today. Yeah, so anyways, I did say that I'm drinking like the chili tea for writing sessions, but I have a bit of an upset stomach today, so I'm drinking a fennel tea. I really don't want to write right now because I'm like, I should be getting things done and not writing, but I also know that like writing for 30 minutes is not gonna it's not gonna influence my day to that extent. I don't want to today, but I'm telling myself, you know what, I'm here. I set up my cute little station. Maybe I should put it there. I feel like it's kind of a safety hazard. Miro is like a desktop like website thing where you can basically have a whole like, it's kind of like, it's like a digital whiteboard. You know, I have my characters. Now there's a new angle that we haven't tried. It is forcing me to get more creative with my angles, so I guess that's good. I'm proud of myself because I really didn't want to. I really notice it every time, but like you really have to write through discomfort. Because so often I'm like, I have no idea what's about to come in this scene, or like I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, will I ever be able to, you know, get to the next point in the story. But I feel like it's really important, especially during those times of like feeling a bit of discomfort with continuing to write, to then push through. Just like think of, you know, what's the next sentence? What's the next sentence? And try to get into a flow. I feel like that wasn't helpful at all. But yeah, for now, I'm proud of myself, and I think if I don't see you guys today, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's like 5:30 p.m. I just got back from work, from my student job. Yeah, I'm just kind of really tired right now, to be honest. I know I was like talking about my writing rituals and all that stuff, and I think it's good, and like I want to keep doing that, but I also want to be honest, and today I really absolutely don't feel like putting on a candle and like romanticizing the stuff. I am just gonna sit on the sofa and write for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, because I'm just feeling really tired today, and I do want to get some writing done, but I really don't want to, you know, make the process that should be fun into something that I dread. So today I just feel like laying on the sofa and just typing a little bit on my computer. So even if, you know, I'm talking about the writing rituals and I stand behind it, I also want you guys to know that, like, obviously you always have to check in with your body and with yourself and make sure that you're not making rituals or routines that just feel overwhelming to you. Ich schaff das, ich kann das. I just finished my writing session. Sometimes I find it so interesting because I was just saying, like, I really don't feel like writing. I'm just gonna like sit down and just try for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, I feel like sometimes that's exactly what happens when you're like, I don't want to write. I just got into such a good flow. I had like an idea of how I wanted the scene to go. And then it was so interesting because while I was writing, I was like, I feel like it has to go the exact opposite way than what I'd planned. I am so happy though that I still sat down, you know, I made it comfortable for myself today and just kind of did what felt right. And it would have been so fine if I just stopped after 5 minutes, but then I honestly had so much fun, and now I feel so much more energized than I did before, which is also nice. So honestly, that was just really nice. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys here today, and tomorrow, Friday, is gonna be the last writing session I'm vlogging for this week because I want to upload this video on Saturday this week. I have not started editing yet. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday and the last day, at least for the video. I do want to write tomorrow. I might take a break from writing on Sundays because I kind of like to have like a one-day break during the week. I did want to make my chili tea, my feuriger Drache, for the writing session, but I'm still feeling quite bloated. I'm always like, why am I feeling bloated? Like, what's going on? This is so crazy. And then I'm like, girl, first of all, hormones. I know that it's because of that. Second of all, stress. And also, you know, those two also connect. It's actually so simple. I'm stressed. I need to drink more water. I need to move my body. I moved my body in like, I don't even know. I've just not been moving my body at all. And I've just been very much sitting at the desk all day, every day. I know this is not the point of the video, but I've just realized with vlogs, for me, it's just like I just talk about whatever. I hope it's fine. So all this to say, I am with my penalty again today. I'm finally at the point in my novel where the first real truly magical happening is gonna happen. Like the inciting incident is happening now. I'm starting with the scene now, and I'm very excited to finally get to all of that stuff, because I've been saying like, oh my god, I don't know if I'll ever get there, and suddenly I'm there. So That feels good. Let's do it. But I'm feeling more energized than I did last night. Like, I feel ready to sit at my desk again. And I just love this little setup that I have going on. And that's the last writing session done for this video. Not for this week, but for this video. I'm feeling very happy that I've been prioritizing my writing this week. Even though things have been really busy and overall I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I've realized how, like, because sometimes then I'm like, I can't write because, like, I'm so overwhelmed with so many other things to do, but I've realized how taking like the 30 minutes, or depending like how much time I have, taking that little time in my day has been honestly making me feel very productive every day, no matter what else happens in the day, because I'm like, but I wrote for 30 minutes, and it's making me feel like I'm prioritizing myself and also, you know, taking myself seriously as a writer and taking my writing seriously. I was saying at the beginning of the week, I don't know if I'll ever get to this scene, like, I don't know if I'm like progressing in my novel, and now I'm there. And it's like, how much can change in 5 days even, which is so crazy. And it's not like I've been writing 2,000 words every day. Like, most of the time I write 500 something words and maybe 1,000 depending. And what I've also learned this week is that, like, as much as I love my writing ritual, I really do love it, and as much as I'm trying to stay disciplined and everything, I think it's also important to listen to your body. So for me, like, I'm really happy that I didn't force myself to write a certain amount every day or a certain time every day. I just kind of looked at how I felt during that day, and I also didn't do my whole ritual yesterday. Yesterday I just like sat on the sofa and wrote, and I'm really happy that I like listened to myself in that way and prioritized my well-being this way, for me at least. Having these rituals and having this routine, but also having the freedom to kind of, yeah, customize it to the day that I'm having has been so helpful. I just hope I was able to inspire someone out there. Just remember that you don't have to have a perfect writing habit in order to be a writer, and I just hope that this, you know, kind of just inspired you to take action and inspired you to set your own little rituals and your habits. But above all, I want you to remember that at the end of the day, you know yourself and your body and your life best, and know that you are always enough and you're doing more than enough and you're doing great, and you don't have to do everything perfectly all the time. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I wish you all the best for your writing journey, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!